Welcome to the Calvin Dean Show. This is Calvin Dean. Wow, week 6 was amazing. How about that Monday Night Football going into OT and the Broncos getting another loss in the system, and man, the Los Angeles Chargers going to 4-2. Wow. Before we start the show here, we have to go over a few things about the NFL. NFL is, mind you, they're getting out the vote this year.
About voting, a lot of people sometimes think their vote doesn't matter. I've learned a lot with all our elected officials out there. Sometimes even like a district attorney, when people are getting charged with things, people get angry and they're mad. Why are they doing this? You get to vote for that elected official. So I just want to encourage everyone, go out there, use your voice to vote. You have some control. You can decide who runs and who makes decisions. And you can inspire the people behind us, the generation who've just turned 18, inspire them to vote and use their voice. As we watch and we see the things that are going on, let that inspire us to go out there and try to voice our change by doing it at the ballots. We all talk with our family, with our friends when things occur, and we say things need to be different and we want them to change. Well, now we have an opportunity to do that. And when we go out there and we use our right to vote, we give ourselves a chance to make change in our country and make change in our communities all around us. So you guys make sure you're registered and make sure when the day comes, you get out there and you make your vote count. Don't waste time. Go vote.
Plus, the NFL this year it's called Crucial Catch. It's all about breast cancer awareness. The First Lady was at one of the games this last Sunday, and the White House actually is having, at nighttime, they have the White House lit up in pink for breast cancer awareness. Every family, almost every three out of 4 families in the United States right now are, experiencing cancer in their family somewhere, somehow. Mine, I lost my beautiful, beautiful niece, Cindy Alvarado Chase, and I love you, Cindy, up there. And it's very important, very, very important, guys. Let's get to it, guys. Week 7 is upon us. Wow, do we have a great week for you? It is going to be such a fun week. This week is pivotal. It's week 7, and we had some byes. We had 4 teams on byes. We only had 14 games this last week. Man, I'm telling you, the Giants, don't they look all world, beating the Ravens? Again, the Ravens are losing it at the end. They had a 10-point lead going into 10 minutes go in the game. I think it was like 20-10, and they lost it. That defense is just giving it up. But also, Lamar Jackson has been giving it up too, but the offensive line, it's just remarkable how they're leading and then they lose it at the end, and they really have to wrap up on that stuff. Now, my upset special was the Jets, the New York Jets over the Green Bay Packers. Sorry, Packer fans, I just had to call it, and it worked. Packers were 7 points ahead, and I guess they were 7.5 points favorites. And they lost by like 17 points. Wow, guys. Listen to my show all 6 weeks, my upset special. With the points, you would have won all 6 weeks. So really pay attention to my upset special and my lock of the week. The lock of last week was the Rams over the Carolina Panthers. They got back on track. The Rams did 3-3. And this week 7 starts with Thursday Night Football. Thursday Night Football, the Saints are coming into the Arizona Cardinals. Guess who's back? D-Hop is back. Yes, D-Hop, man. Kyler Murray is so excited about this, and there's a reason for it, because Hollywood Brown is out with an injury, and this is very, very important game for the Cardinals. The Cardinals are 2-4. They're going against the Saints 2-4. And I don't know. I just don't think the Saints are up to it. That's for sure. I'm going to give this one, yes, because D-Hop is back. Mr. Kyler Murray loves that. He comes alive with D-Hop around, and they're going to make a run. And I'm telling you, it's at home in the Cardinals, Thursday Night Football. Saints are going to lose. Give it up to the Arizona Cardinals first game. The next game we have Sunday, we have the Browns going into the Ravens. Ravens are smarting. I think the Browns are hurting. They're 2-4. The Ravens are 3-3. And the Ravens, their offense, they love to run the ball. That's one Achilles heel for the Cleveland Browns. They can't stop the run. So, and that's a great running offense for the Baltimore Ravens. You have Lamar Jackson, and I think that they're going to come alive. That defense is actually doing well. They held the Giants to 10 points up until the fourth quarter with 10 minutes to go, and then they just let them drive down the field. I'm telling you something, Jones from the Giants, they didn't pick up his fifth-year option. They didn't pick up Saquon Barkley's fifth-year option. They're going to be paying a lot of money to those two, if they're 5-1. The New York Football Giants 5-1. Wow. So the Browns going into Baltimore, man, I just don't see the Browns winning this game. I'm giving it up to the Baltimore Ravens over the Cleveland Browns. We have the next game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. They're just not playing on all cylinders. Now, I guess you heard the whole big thing with Tom Brady just exploding on the offensive line and throwing out those F-bombs, and it's the big talk of the town. And man, I mean, it's the whole this electronic season of Apple and Samsung and all this good, all these electronic devices that are picking up everything. They picked up Tom Brady throwing out F-bombs at his line. To be honest, you have to look at this. He's not playing as well, but think about it. Their offensive line's been hurt. They're the best center in football. Jenkins is out for the year. He doesn't have Gronk. He had Godwin. Godwin just came back. It's just not looking sharp. And because there's a lot of things that are not looking sharp, the offensive line. You have to understand is Tom Brady's not a Josh Allen. He's not running around. He has to form that. They have to form that pocket, and he's a perfectionist. He's a winner. And they're 3-3. They're going into the Panthers. This is a game where the 1-5 Panthers against the Buccaneers. I'm giving this one up to the Buccaneers. They'll get on track, winning, especially with the Panthers. The Los Angeles Rams did, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will as well. The next game we have the Falcons. Falcons going into Cincinnati. The Falcons are 3-3, guys. 3-3, and the Bengals are 3-3. Wow. I mean, this game's going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough one. I'm telling you, those Falcons, they're for real. They played incredibly well at home, but they're away. They're in Cincinnati, a little different stadium. It's going to be cold, rainy. Falcons are, they won at home because it's the Dome. I'm giving this one up to Cincinnati Bengals over the Atlanta Falcons in Cincinnati. We have the next game. We have the Lions, who were off week 6. They're going into the Cowboys. How about those Cowboys? I mean, they came back. They were losing 20-3 at halftime. They came back. It was 20-17, and then the Philadelphia Eagles just pulled away. You just can't let the Philadelphia Eagles roll up 20 points and you only roll up 3 points in the halftime and then expect to win the game, because they're going to score again. You're not going to shut them out. You're just not going to shut them out. They're going to score again. So you're going to have to score things other than field goals. Really, and the Dallas Cowboys. This is one thing I didn't get with Dan Quinn and the defense with the Dallas Cowboys. Jalen Hurts, when they're running the read option and he's running, when he's out of the pocket and he's not in the pocket, he's not actually considered throwing the ball, right? He's going down the line, read option, he's going to pitch it out to the running back. Guys, Parsons, Dan Quinn, why aren't you telling Parsons to blow him up? I don't care. Let the running back go. Have him pitch it out to running back, but blow him up. I'm serious. I have no idea why they're not blowing up Jalen Hurts. Guys, this defense is against the Philadelphia Eagles. All you need to do, you need to get the linebacker, your best linebacker, and blow him up. And then I'm telling you something, they won't be running the read option if Micah Parsons was actually blowing up Jalen Hurts. Really, I'm serious. And it's not roughing the passer or anything like that, because he is considered a runner in the league. Those are the rules. And he's coming out of the pocket and he's running the ball, and he's not in a passing mode. He's not in that passing stance. Then they can blow him up, and I think they need to do that. The Lions are coming into Cowboys Stadium. I believe Dak Prescott is going to be back. The Lions didn't look too well the last game where they were shut out by the New England Patriots. Once again, they're playing the Dallas Cowboys are pissed off. Dallas Cowboys are 4-2. The Lions are 1-4. The Lions are going to end up losing this game. The Dallas Cowboys will beat the Detroit Lions in Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys will end up 5-2. We have the New York Football Giants going down to Jacksonville. Jacksonville 2-4. New York Football Giants 5-1. Guys, listen to this. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? I hear it. Oh, it's called Upset Special. Wow. This will be Week 7's Upset Special. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Yes, the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville will be playing the New York Football Giants, and they will beat the New York Football Giants. That is my upset special of Week 7, Jags over the Giants. We have the next game, we have the Indianapolis Colts going into the Titans. Wow, the Titans, the Colts 3-2-1, and they came alive this last game. They're going into the Titans, which is the Tennessee Titans. They're 3-2, and the Colts defense is still stout. I think that Colts defense is, and now the offense is rolling. This is going to be a great game. I'm going to give this up to the Indianapolis Colts. I really am. Same division. I think the Colts will beat the Tennessee Titans at home in Tennessee. We have the next game. We have the Packers. Yes, I called it. I called that the Packers would lose to the Jets. That was my upset special. It's just that there's a reason why the Packers have been losing. The Packers have been losing is because it's their scoring percentage, okay? Their scoring percentage is terrible. It's 30th in the league. Last year, they were, I think it was like 40 some odd percent. They were 8th in the league in scoring percentage. This year, they're something like, I believe it's like 27%, and they're actually 30th in the league. There's only 32 teams. So, I mean, it could get worse than that. I don't want to say it doesn't get worse than that, because it does. But I think they're going to pull it together. They're going into Washington. Now, Washington isn't a schmucky team. They are a good team. They're playing well. They're in Washington. The Packers aren't playing that well. They're 3-3. I think that the Green Bay Packers are going to pull this one out, and the Green Bay Packers will be 4-3, and the Commanders will be 2-4 at the end of this game. Give it up to the Green Bay Packers. We have the New York Jets upsetting, the Green Bay Packers. Sorry, Packers fan, I keep saying that, upset. But the New York Jets look real. They're 4-2 at the end of this, at the end of 6 games. Wow. I mean, that is just amazing. And then you have the Denver Broncos that offense just looks terrible. And it's not just Russell Wilson. He's not giving it up. For number one, let's just go over the Denver Broncos, okay? The wide receivers aren't getting separation. The offensive line looked terrible on Monday Night Football. I mean, they were blitzing the offensive line, and I mean, Russell Wilson, he gets the ball, it's like 1 second and the guy's on him, you know, and he's getting tackled and he's getting sacked, and he's just not getting the time. I think they're in the wrong offense. I've said this over and over again. I think that the Denver Broncos, their hierarchy, their coaching staff are well over their heads in the NFL. I just think that. I just know that. I've seen 3 out of their 4 losses. They just are blowing it. The coaches are just blowing it, and I can go on and on about that. Those guys, the Jets going into Mile High. But the thing of it is, with the Broncos defense is stout. The New York Jets they don't know better with the Jets. They're just this young, talented team. But what they have to do, they have to be able, like the coach said afterwards, he says, you know what, we just have to continually play this way all the time. We really have to, you know, make ourselves relevant in the sense that we really have to pay attention and just keep the movement of winning going on, you know. And that's what the coach was saying. He said we really need to pay attention and not have any lulls, because usually a young team like the Jets, what happens is they'll win a big game like the Packers. They'll come into the next game against the Broncos thinking that, oh, they're all world now. They just beat the Packers. They can do anything. They're just going to cruise, and they're not going to cruise against the Denver Broncos defense. That Denver Broncos defense is stout. This is going to be my lock of the week. Yes, my lock of the week. Bing, bing, bing. Lock of the week. The Denver Broncos. Yes, the 2-4 Denver Broncos will beat the New York Jets in Denver, and that is my lock of the week. The next game, we have the Texans coming into Las Vegas. Yes, the Texans 1-3-1. The Las Vegas Raiders 1-4. Like I said before, the last Week 6 show, I said I really still believe this. They're the best 1-4 team. I still think they're going to make the playoffs. I really do. I think they're a better team. This game, give it up to the Las Vegas Raiders over the Texans. Great game to come back to after a bye, and the Raiders are going to win this game in Las Vegas. We have the next game. We have the Seattle Seahawks coming into Los Angeles. Los Angeles Chargers defense looked all world without Bosa. They really gave it up to the Denver Broncos. The Broncos offense isn't that good, and they're just missing it, you know. But we have the Seattle Seahawks, high-flying Seattle Seahawks, 3-3. We have the Los Angeles Chargers, 4-2. It's in Los Angeles. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I see a very, very high-scoring game. You know, I'll tell you, Geno Smith looking all-world, isn't he? I just, wow. And then now Penny's out. We have Walker, we have Dallas, we have Homer, the running backs of the Seattle Seahawks, and plus they have DK Metcalf, and they do have some great talented offensive players. And I'm telling you, Geno Smith is playing out of his mind. The Chargers, I think they're just a better team. I really do. They're going to be playing at home. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm giving this up to the Los Angeles Chargers at home. We have the next game. We have the Chiefs smarting from a Bills loss. Just think of it. I mean, in all reality, the Philadelphia Eagles, their schedule is not as stout as the San Francisco 49ers or the Kansas City Chiefs. Just think, the Chiefs have to play Buffalo, right? And then their next game, they're playing the San Francisco 49ers. Wow. I mean, And they're going into San Francisco, the Kansas City Chiefs, after losing to the Buffalo Bills. And this is going to be an interesting game because I don't know if if Bosa's going to be back. Hopefully he will be back for the San Francisco 49ers. Their defense just gave it up to the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons ran all over them, and they just couldn't stop the Atlanta Falcons running game. I mean, you just tell you, Marcus Mariota, wow. Man, he was just on fire. And he would pull it in, and they made their San Francisco 49ers look stupid. But this game is going to be a different game for the 49ers. They're at home. They play really well at home. It's the Kansas City Chiefs, Jimmy G, Nikki Niners, her heartthrob Jimmy G is going to be on. It's going to be Patrick Mahomes. This is a tough game to call, guys. This is like a really, really, really tough game to call. Really tough game. You have the Chiefs' offense is ranked 5th, and we have the 49ers' offense ranked 17th. We have the defense for the Chiefs ranked 23rd in the league, but the 49ers' defense is ranked number 1, guys. Number 1. And we have the passing for the Chiefs ranked 4th. This is where the 49ers, their passing is ranked 21st. The rushing, 19th for the Chiefs, 12th for the 49ers. So, this is going to be an exciting game, guys. It's going to be a very exciting game. I really believe that the 49ers are going to pull this one out against the Chiefs. Now, this is a ballsy call, guys. This is, a big, ballsy call. I'm calling yes. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, guys. I'm calling the San Francisco 49ers, yes, at home to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs will be 4-3, and the 49ers after this game will be 4-3. Wow, what a call on that one. We are going into the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are smarting. They're 3-3. The Steelers are 2-4. Tua's going to be back. Yeah, Tua's going to be back. I'm giving this one up. This is going to be an exciting game after their big win against the Buccaneers. Buccaneers offense smarting, but the Dolphins offense had been smarting. But Tua's going to be back. Give it up to the Miami Dolphins over the Steelers. Sorry, Casey. I have my nephew. He loves those Steelers, but they're going to lose this game for Sunday Night Football. Monday Night Football. Yes, Monday Night Football. We have the Chicago Bears. Yes, the Chicago Bears going into New England for Monday Night Football. Wow. Monday Night Football with the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. Patriots 3-3. Who do we have for the Patriots? Zappy. I love him. Man, I think there's going to be a quarterback controversy. Think about it. Zappy, man. Zappy's coming in. He's winning, and Zappy's doing well. I mean, I just love that name, Zappy. It's like, everyone loves to say salsa. Salsa, Salsa.
People like to say salsa. Excuse me, do you have any salsa? We need more salsa. Where's the salsa? No salsa.
Love that name. It's fun. It's exciting. The kid he's doing well. He's doing very well. I love this kid. I think the New England Patriots are just a better team than the Chicago Bears. This is an easy call, guys. A very easy call. The Bears will lose in New England. Congratulations to Bill Belichick getting his 324th win last week. And he'll be at his 325. He'll be in second place of all time. I believe Don Shula's at 347, so he has a couple more years to pass Don Shula. I don't know if he'll be still playing in a couple years, but why would you get rid of a coach that's a winning coach, right? Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, every Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Mixed Cocktail Hour. Watch Mixed Cocktail Hour every Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Welcome.
This is the Calvin Dean Show signing off. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. Wow. Don't forget to vote.